Okay, too old. I got you. Holy crap. Oh my God. These are the normal things I say when I sit down now. And I love that they're, so, whoop, there we go. 2. Yep.
Or, I'm stuck up there. Great for some reason. It's so funny because there's like a TV down here, and guys are this way. It doesn't matter. Oh, now they're going to show me. So I'm kidding. The idiot on TV, change the channel.
That's why there's.
Tonight, the role of Troy Baker will be played by Silence. That would be a welcome gift. No, that's why there's TVs in every sports club, where the basketballing happens. So stupid. I'm sorry. Did you know that they still have a 4:45 a.m.? In this day and age, that still exists. I thought it was a myth, and lo and behold, that alarm clock let me know it still is aware. So I got up normally when I'm going to bed, and so my body is just going, what is happening? And I would punch a baby for a cup of coffee. So either a cup of coffee, or if anybody has a baby, we can have some fun. Shut up. You know why that happened. Does everybody know who I am, or are you just looking for a place to sit down? Because that's why I'm here. Can I turn it up just a little bit? Can you turn up the microphone just a little bit? Because I love the sound of my voice. That's not like creepy, not creepy, it's scary. That's, yeah. Because normally it's like, it's a gun. Just a little bit more. 2. I'm not blowing you guys away, am I? Huh? Yeah. Okay, cool. So thank you guys for, who skipped school today, by the way? Just curious. Yes! Yes. Way to go, rebels. We have a small target for you to hit. It's no bigger than a womp rat. Just gonna fly over a Death Star. Did you say Death Star? It's a star of death. Star of death. Look, a little 16-year-old kid did it in an X-Wing. You can do it. That was 3 Star Wars jokes in less than 15 seconds. I now owe George Lucas, no, I owe Disney a lot of money. George Lucas is going, damn it. Yeah, you can have my 15 cents. So I'm back in Seattle. This microphone and I are gonna go round and round. I'm back in Seattle, one of my favorite cities. Because it's cooler than LA and not as pretentious as Portland. It's like, yeah, we're in the Pacific Northwest, but like, we're cool. We're not like granola eating, hey man, that tree has a soul, bro. But, Portland does have Burgerville. And, okay, so you know what I'm talking about. And so whenever I spend a lot of time in Seattle. There's a little game that's coming out called Shadow of War. So we just dropped, and by the way, I'm in super trouble right now because I'm not officially supposed to tell you that I'm in there. I just said that I spent time in Seattle and that there's a game coming out. If you make the connection, that's on you. But yeah, I love the Monolith guys. There's a lot of game developers up here, and Seattle has really just kind of been the mecca for, not to offend any people who are not followers of Islam, or followers of Islam, either way. But the mecca of gaming is really kind of right here in your own backyard, and I've been fortunate enough to spend a lot of time up here and get to know Seattleites. Yeah. Which just sounds like a weird way of like, there's a lot of Seattleites orbiting the earth. Some of the Seattleites bring me my cable. Stupid. I have no idea where that guy. Who is that guy? It's Yegor Smirnoff from the 80s. And he's now doing casino shows in like Temecula, which is super great. Does anybody remember who I am? No, and I think we're not supposed to be friends anymore. I don't know what's happening. But did you talk to someone from the Trump administration too? Yes, it's. I just everybody. I'm expecting Trump at one time just be like, "And your city is so great, and we'll slide up the street or over." Oh, it's a great language. I speak it all the time. I've never spoken it before. I know nobody in Russia. I live there. I have a house in Moscow. It's the biggest house. This is what happens when I don't get coffee. That was a cry for help. It was a legitimate cry for help. Has anybody ever been in a panel that I've done before? Okay, so two people are like, we're getting, everybody else is like, is he on drugs? Should we call somebody? I am fortunate enough to have one of the coolest jobs in the world, and I was just talking to somebody, we're doing this, did it cut out again?
Yeah.
Bring me a microphone that looks.
Don't hold the bottom. Don't hold the bottom?
Yeah.
So you just basically want me to do this. I got you. No, just twist it a little bit. Not too hard. Some people, it was funny that they asked me, it was like, where's your guitar? I'm like, I would have loved to have brought it, but I didn't know that was going to be the thing. I started off thinking that I was going to set the world on fire with my music. And then life just kind of went. The best way to hear God laugh is to announce your plans. So instead, and I mean, I was kicking down that door. I was like, I'm gonna. Is this something I said? Is this something I did? I was so, just strongly persuaded, convinced that that's where life was taking me. And instead, the entire time, life is over here going, are we gonna fight? What'd I do? Well, yeah, now I feel like a teacher.
I'll trade you.
And if not, I may wander. You guys can hear me all right? Okay.
Yeah.
So basically, if I want to make a point, I'll do this. Open up your textbooks, please. So many bits going through my head right now. So that's where I thought I was going in life, and then meanwhile, over here in the wings, waiting was like this amazing experience, an amazing way to do life. And it took me a long time to turn off that ego voice and really just kind of listen to where life was taking me, and it's led me here. And I love where I'm at. It's hard, it's challenging, it's disappointing, it's a struggle, but it's so much more rewarding, and I'm able to now go back to my first love of music and be able to do that in a very cool way, in a way that I would not have been able to do it if I had tried to do it myself. And we partnered up with Pledge. Pledge campaign, or Pledge Music, is kind of a Kickstarter type thing, but it's a platform geared specifically towards, it's not a commercial, by the way, I'm just telling you what's going on in my life. Yeah, that was a courtesy laugh. Yeah, okay, sure. Yeah. But I hated Kickstarter, and especially us in the gaming community. You say Kickstarter, we go, cool, yeah. Because that's worked out great for everybody who's done a Kickstarter. The Pledge is really cool because they're geared towards artists, and like Willie Nelson is doing his next album through Pledge Music, which is cool. Don't laugh at Willie, he's awesome. He's written more songs than all of us in this room combined. But I was talking to the person who runs Pledge, and they were speaking specifically about that message of being open to where life is taking you, and how it's cool how things can kind of cross over into each other and really support each other. And to me, that's been kind of like a running theme of, I'm gonna tell you a story. I do metaphors a lot. There was one of the most crucial days of my life was the day that my dog died, because that was my bud. And that morning, I walked to the end of our street. At the end of our street lived a guy named Tom. Tom was super cool, and he just always had these random bits of wisdom that he would share with me. And on this particular morning, he told me the parable of the Chinese farmer. And he said, one day does anyone know the story? It's fantastic, cool. It'd be cool if I mess it up, you won't know. One day a Chinese farmer is working out in his land, and this beautiful stallion just wanders up.
And all of his neighbors said, "Oh, what great fortune you have. You have this stallion, you can now breed him out, you'll be wealthy." And he says, "We shall see." And the next day he tries to teach his son how to ride the horse, and the horse is wild and it bucks him off. And his son falls to the ground, shatters his leg, and the doctor says, "You'll never walk the same way again." And all of his neighbors say, "Oh, what poor fortune you have. This beautiful stallion has handicapped your son." And he says, "We shall see." The next day the general of the armies comes to all the village and says, "We're taking every able young body to war." His son can't go because he can't walk. And his neighbors say, "Oh, what great fortune you have. Surely your son would have died." And he says, "We shall see." And then the stallion leaves and abandons him. And they said, "Oh, what poor fortune you have. We shall see." And on it goes. And the point of the story is this: there is no good, there is no bad. There just is. And ultimately, we shall see. And it's a philosophy that I've tried to adopt into my life because there's been jobs that I didn't get, or even worse, jobs that I did and got replaced. Is that bad? It sucks, but we shall see. Maybe it's a really bad game and I didn't want to be a part of it. Or maybe there's someone who's going to do a better job than I could have, and I'm going to enjoy the game because I play games. I'm a gamer first, so we shall see. So just kind of tuck that little nugget back in there. If there's anything you're dealing with in your life right now and you feel like it's bad, or if you feel like this is awesome, we shall see. And only time will tell. But ultimately, don't try to decide for yourself what's good and what's bad. Just wait it out. We shall see. So bow your heads. We'll do it Sunday. But I'm curious what's on your mind because, like I said, I really dig the peeps up in, I guess you can't say Seattleites, sorry. I love the people of Seattle. And the panels that I've done up here and the conversations that I've had up here have been really, really enriching for me, so this is kind of a selfish ploy, but I'd love to know what's on your mind. So hands up, let's see them. Boom.